Hi guys, it's Gino again from Day One Media, and today we are talking about the situation of the PC market today. Alam naman natin na ang hirap na ng sitwasyon ng PC market today kasi nga obviously ang daming scalpers, there's a huge demand, there is a lack of supply, and it's just a very funny marketplace to be in right now. What more can I say? I think it's been self-explanatory nowadays na the PC market has been very volatile. I would liken it to cryptocurrencies nga na it's been very volatile. The prices have done nothing but go up and to the moon, diba? It's all that's ever happened to PC prices right now is going up and up and up. So the question that we're faced with right now is, should I buy a PC or a laptop or a computer today? And it's complicated, but for the most part, the answer is probably no. Now, of course, we all know nga na yun nga, there are a lot of global supply chain issues, especially happening with the shortage of chips. The shortage of chips is happening due to a variety of reasons as well, because of global politics, because of US tariffs. Another thing is because in Taiwan, there is a water shortage because the manufacturing plants cannot produce semiconductors without water. So that's parang very interesting, diba, to think about na sumabay pa yung water shortage with a global huge demand or chip shortage. And of course, the third is the global demand talaga that because everyone is staying at home, everyone needs chips, everyone needs electronics. And the prices have gone sky high ever since, again, yun nga yung naging problema right now. And so what is our resolve? Or parang for you, how about for those that are looking for who really need to build a PC right then and there? Sabihin natin yesterday, nasira yung laptop ko or yung PC ko, what are my options? Well, in my opinion, your option is to buy used. As I already mentioned in the previous video, buying used is better than you would think. It's more sustainable, it can save you a lot of money, and for the most part, I have a huge amount of trust in used items. Kasi usually nga, for me, my thought process is that used items are actually tested, tried and tested items. Hindi siya sa pagiging laspag. No? I would prefer not to think of that talaga. Tried and tested ang mga used items. These are items that have been used for, I don't know, a couple years maybe. Or may mga iba naman na open box lang. And they've only been used for a few days, if not months. So, ayun. Parang these are some good options if you're looking for bang for the buck PC build during the global chip shortage. Another option is to buy pre-built computer. Yun yung nangyayari sa US na parang usually pre-builts are a little bit cheaper or if not the same price as an SRP or your regular priced computer part. Sometimes they can go a little bit lower since they have tie-ins with manufacturers, with sabihin natin Dell. They have tie-ins with Nvidia, with AMD, with Intel in consolidating all of those parts since they have economies of scale. That's one option for you to consider. Another option is, of course, maybe try repairing your own PC. It's not that hard, especially if you have techie friends. It's not that complicated. It's either you can have it sent to a friend of yours, to someone who's tech inclined. I believe that a lot of people, especially of my age and in my generation, are super duper inclined with tech, super duper inclined with the latest and greatest technologies. But we also know how to make sure that our technologies last. So whether that be upgrading your hard drive to an SSD, which is a great option if you want your hardware to last for more for several years more. My mother used to have a netbook that ran a Celeron, if I'm not mistaken, and all I did was upgrade it from a hard drive to an SSD, and it ran smoothly for another 2 years, arguably better than it did out of the factory. So that's another option for you to consider when buying in the market today. What else? If you really want to buy new, well, I would suggest, of course, number one is to avoid the scalpers. wait till the part becomes available. If not, if you have the ability to, maybe you can pre-order. Maybe you can go to the manufacturer's website and pre-order a part that you want. Say, assuming that you had the disposable income for it, an RTX 3080. Maybe for example, PC Express might have some pre-orders for it, or maybe Iris Computer, or these other locally known PC supplier brands. PC Hub, maybe they can have it for pre-order. Actually, PC Hub, as far as I know, they have a lot of pre-order systems going on right now kasi nga because of the global shortage. That's what they do instead, na nagpapa-pre-order na lang sila ng as much parts or parang as much as they can handle, as much as their inventory can handle, or as much as their logistics team can handle. So, yun pa yung mga options natin. Dati, I personally pre-ordered some parts. Back then, during the epitome of the ECQ in Manila, I pre-ordered some Ryzen 3700Xs. So, I got it for, yun nga, since the prices were a bit high naman, I got it for a little bit more than usual. So, I think that price was, imbis na flat out, 17,500, which was the SRP at the time. I think I got it for around 18,500, which wasn't bad kasi I saw it being sold by scalpers at around 21,000 pesos. So parang naging no-brainer sa akin. 18,000 pwede na yun. Pre-order. Go. So yun. So yun ang global situation natin when it comes to PCs right now. It's really still not a good time to buy. Pero if you can pre-order, if you can get one for SRP, go lang. Pero if you can wait, if you can upgrade what you have, if you can buy second-hand, a lot better. Second-hand laptop, second-hand PCs. Yun pala, ito pala yung important aspect that I wanted to talk about. A lot of people parang they want the latest and greatest. Pero another option is, to consider is when you're buying second-hand, buy anything Intel that starts from the 4th gen, Intel 4770K. So that's an i7 4770K. It still has 4 cores and 8 threads, and it will still run you fine. It can still run laps around a modern i3 or an i5. So an Intel i7 4th gen will still do you justice in today's modern world. Just get anything with 8 gigs of RAM. Doesn't really matter if it's still DDR3. RAM doesn't really do that much of a big difference in terms of computing power nowadays anyway. GPU, get anything, I don't know, maybe 9th gen. 9th gen Intel, 9th gen NVIDIA card. So maybe a GTX 960 or better yet, a GTX 1060, and you'll be golden. Or an RX 570. I would never, or not really never, but I wouldn't recommend the 560 unless it was for a really good price. I'd recommend an RX 570, maybe around 5,000 pesos. Mga ganon. What else? What else can I say about the market today? Well, yeah. That's basically the rundown of the market today. If you're considering what to buy, if you have any further questions on what to buy in the market today, what you're after, some things that aren't majorly affected by the global chip shortage or by the situation is mice. Siguro brand new mice, brand new keyboards. This is an MX keys. This isn't exactly brand new. I bought it open box, pero yun nga, that really proves my case for buying sort of second hand or open box. I got this MX keys open box, and it's doing me well. It's doing me really well. Yun yung mga things that you can consider buying new or buying during this time. Hindi naman ganun kalaki yung butal ngayon. So yun lang naman, guys. I hope you learned. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. This has been Gina of Day One Media. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Now, what is that, you might ask? It's painting your own graphics card. In our case, a GTX 1060 OC edition. We'll try to see if it has any semblance of working or if the water is leaking.